Greetings and welcome back to the Insanity. You might wonder where I am, and I am in my brand new little city block which I have made. Since last episode I have been focusing on upgrading a lot of machines, some of which have been upgraded, some of which have not been upgraded. So here you can see the sap extractors where I have been putting out quite a lot of these new saps into here, and that has definitely helped our sap production, I believe. Let's take a little look. And we can see that we used to make 98 per minute. Now we are up to around 300. My goal is sort of 400, which I should be able to reach once all of these are upgraded and once I put in the upgraded sap in all of the new machines. But with more machines comes higher power usage. So all these upgrades are sort of having some problems on my power, and you can see this long line here. That is essentially me running out of power, or not completely running out, but having some power issues. Because the old AUG power is no longer enough, I am now also using this little power over here, which I am making using combustion mixture, which is very nice, absolutely nice, but the thing is that it needs fuel oil, which needs these distillates, and while we have a lot of distillates, what we don't have a lot of is these titanium tetrachlorides. As you can see, they are starting to run out, and if we look at the production of them over here, we can see that okay, we are actually producing them right now. But not so long ago I discovered that I didn't make any titanium, and I was wondering, why is that? And still my titanium has a bit of an issue. I don't have much molten titanium here. So that gives us a reason to go down here and check what we are up to. And right now we see that okay, molten titanium is doing pretty good. It's growing, but the problem a little while ago, which you didn't see because I just skipped that part, and actually it is still kind of a little problem, is that we didn't have enough acetone for this MIBC. And I was thinking, okay, why is that? Why don't we have enough acetone? I know I'm producing acetone, and yes, indeed I am. And I was indeed producing it over here, where I had forgotten to request chromium sand. And as you can see, I have also cleaned up a bit in this area to get rid of the old chromium processing. Now, however, it seems like we don't have enough copper plates to produce this. And as you might know, copper plates have been, or copper in general, have been a bit of an issue. Now it seems like it's doing pretty fine, besides for the fact that molten copper is not doing as fine. But the problem here has been for a while that we have been missing copper ore. So why have we been missing copper ore? Well, because the phytomining up here wasn't efficient enough. So what have I done? I have, of course, upgraded it. So now I am using all of these are upgraded Renia plantations. And these are making more than enough copper right now. But that's not everything. I also switched back this little recipe over here, which is not doing super well, mostly. But I thought that, okay, why not switch it on? I think it might help. Maybe I should actually switch it off again, because I'm very often missing these things. But I think I will keep it on for a little bit, or Yeah, yeah, I will keep it on. Yeah, okay, then what else have I been doing? Now I need to check my notes actually. In the slaughter area, I have also upgraded some slaughterhouses, especially for lard, because I am, as you can see, I am missing lard to produce complex circuit boards, which is why the science is standing absolutely still. I have also placed a few more Nextly tiles here, because it feels like I'm walking here quite a lot. Okay, what else? In the new casting area, which we have over here, I have switched to using niobium tiles, plates, pipes, belts, pipes is the word I'm looking for. Niobium pipes, which is doing pretty good. So I am now requesting only niobium pipes and niobium pipes to ground, which is very good looking and has a long range. So eventually I will replace my entire factory with these niobium pipes is the plan, and just getting rid of the old iron pipes. And in the last episode, no, I haven't actually begun talking to you about that yet. Let's see, what did I do in last episode? I updated the Halesias episode. Words. I updated the Galesia recipe, and I started upgrading some Galesias. This is a very, very slow process, and here you can see the results of it so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 upgraded Galesias. That's not a lot, but I have 3 upgraded machines here as well. Thank you, Autosave. And in the last episode, I also made quality Fagnot food, which was supposed to make some more, which is supposed to upgrade the quality the Fagnots. And I think I also added another one of these Fagnot corals, and then I noticed that, oops, I forgot to belt it properly. But anyway, now I have fixed that, so I'm making slowly I'm making acetylene, which is only requested over here at this little quartz ore farm, which currently has a few quartz ore here. Yeah. And then what else? I started upgrading and expanding the Corlex production over here, which was a great idea until I ran out of Corlex milk. As usual, there is always something missing. And then I have cleaned up the old Corlex growing that I used to have over here. I have added more fertilizer options over here because fertilizer is quite often missing, but I am only using this bad recipe if I'm not producing anything from the good recipe. And luckily, currently the good recipe is producing something because we have bones, which we are soon running out of. Yay! Because these fertilizers are being requested quite often to this Ralesias production because they are used to grow better Ralesias. So yay. And let's see. Yeah, right. Phytomining. I also started producing ash from all this bloody biomass that I had over here. Because I realized that flue gas can be made from biomass, and flue gas is excellent to make ash. And in the mall. Where's the mall? I have started making better transport belts using a pretty neat recipe which upgrades 15 of them at a time. And of course, faster splitters and fast underground belts. And then, yeah, this power here, of course I expanded it, and that might be when the power issues happened. Here now it's doing pretty good actually, for now, because as long as I'm getting these things. Old chromium cleanup I mentioned, and I totally cleaned up this old center kickstart place because I realized that it was very stupid to have here, so don't do that. Just don't. It was a very stupid idea to have a dedicated kickstarting place, because sooner or later you just don't need it anymore. And then I have started making powdered Galesia seeds here at the Galesia production. And the goal is to start making powdered Galesia using this, making starch from powdered Galesia seeds. But I don't have that many powdered Galesia seeds yet, so I haven't really started that. Yeah, that's basically it. So, in this episode, what will I do? I have prepared this little, well, not little, but this, what's it called, city block. So, the goal here is to make more fuel oil, because currently I'm using this recipe, using the titanium tetrachloride and strip distillates. But now I will also start using this recipe with the iron enriched Moondrop flour. And because of this, I basically need Moondrop. So let's get started. I have also moved all my blueprints into this blueprint book, so hopefully it should be easier to find them, but I have a feeling it will be the opposite. I am pretty sure that I would need a fluid central. I have also made a couple of more blueprints actually, which you should be able to see here. Here you can see like an entire city block of roboports, so I can just produce this whenever I want. As you can see, I have started using it here and here. And then I have, where's this? Here it is. A little train stop edge, so I can just place it somewhere like here, and I get this little nice place for my trains to enter. And now I got a sneeze. Okay, maybe not, no sneezing. Alright, so let's show this little thing. And let's see what happens. I would need a high pressure furnace. Well, let's not start with that one maybe. Let's start with some Moondrop greenhouses. And we can start with them, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you need also some... okay, maybe here. I guess who forgot to get some Moondrop to kickstart this area? I'll give you one hint. Me. And while I'm at it, I might as well also go over here, because now I also need to provide this biomass thing. Iron enriched biomass is needed for the Moondrops. So let's just use this and say iron enriched biomass less than 0, yes. And let's say that I would like to have about 2000, no, 4000 actually. And here we can see autosave. Thank you, autosave. And here we can see a big difference in speed for these things. Damn. Oops. Okay, can I just have a few of these, please? Thank you. Oh. You have a quite low stack size. Interesting, but okay. Let's see, where am I? Ah, Moondrop, that's where I wanted to go. I think it's here, I recognize this. I think also I have been upgrading a lot of other stuff that I maybe haven't mentioned. Oh, look at this. Why is this an iron chest? You can actually be promoted to a buffer chest. Hey! And then I would please like some of these. Thank you. Not sure why this pipe is here. Nice, robots have started doing something. Very helpful of you, robots. Oh, and I have also gotten rid of my repair packs because I'm just letting the robots fix things whenever I bump into stuff. Alright, here we go. Let's see, I definitely need soil. Should be easy. Why didn't I prepare this? I need some stone, it seems. Okay. I guess I will just have to go to my mall. Sorry. I prepared myself with some of the machines that I needed, but not all of them, it seems. Stone. Plastic bar, complex circuit boards. Yeah, I'm lacking complex circuit boards like crazy right now, so that's not gonna happen for a while. Room. Oh, no, 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 not there. Here, please. Thank you. Let's see. Moondrops, yes. Saps, okay, right. Soil extractor. I need soil. I think I might also need an electrolyzer, which I have prepared. Very good. And I need hydrogen. And hydrogen needs to go here, and then I need to get some... Oh, right, this is these things. In theory, I could copy the old recipe, but I will tell you why I'm not doing that. It is basically because the old area where I'm making this stuff is using an old recipe and not the latest and greatest. I would very much like a gas vent, please, because I don't need this oxygen. Look at how shiny and beautiful these pipes are. You are very much in the way. That was a very, very bad spot to put you in. This was much better, yes, thank you. And you made these, of course. Okay, let's start with giving you some of that. And then we can request biomass and manure. Should have plenty of both of them. And now I remembered something that I forgot to tell you. In this guar area, I'm starting to empty this warehouse as long as it has more than 200,000 biomass, because it was completely full, which means that these sheds are also filling up, which is bad. And of course I'm using it to make some flue gas and some ash, because these things need ash. And no, this is definitely not a positive loop, because 10 biomass becomes, let's see, ash, oh no, god. 10 biomass becomes 150, I believe, flue gas. Here's the flue gas. And 100 flue gas becomes 2 ash. And for some reason there's a, yeah, okay, yeah, this is the recipe. And 10 biomass is basically what these things produce in every recipe. And 10 guar is produced from, at the moment, well, I'm putting them into this recipe, so that uses 50 ash, and 50 ash is a lot. I think this, every time I make this recipe, it gives me 9 ash, but basically I'm just doing this to get rid of the excess of biomass. Now let's see, where's my stuff? I should have a train path here at least, so that's something. Manure and biomass, please. Thank you again. Now to save. Oops, wrong buttons. Not sure what's happening. Ah, biomass, please. Thank you. Maybe that way. How much are you producing? You are, okay, 16. That's quite a bit. So how about we do like that, and that, and that. Yeah, that should be enough actually. Or wait, missing some. Ah ha ha ha. Yep. Knew I was forgetting something. The seeds, which I have already put in there. Okay. Now let's see if we can connect this. You have soil, you should be getting stuff from over here. And you will get stuff to there. Then these moondrops, well, eventually we will export them, but we will not start with that. So this was this setup. And then the thing is that moondrops needs to go into a botanical nursery in order to give me some more seeds. And I'm not sure if this is a great way to put it, but it seems to be basically the space I have available at this moment. So okay, let's use it. Moondrop. Nope, wrong. Moondrop seeds. That's the thing. All right. And then let's use a little chest here actually. And let's give you a buffer chest because I like buffer chests. And then you will output to a chest, and then we will have 2 filter inserters. One for moondrops, because for some reason you can produce moondrops, and one for moondrop seeds, which makes a bit more sense. And connecting things, and power, and everything. Now, where's my... Yes, I have something on the way. Yay, biomass. I don't think I have an issue with oh, God. Why did this happen? When did this happen? Manure was doing just fine last time I checked. Well, Grod is doing quite okay, but okay. Manual kickstarting delivery it is. Hello, manure. I'm just gonna take some. Thank you. Alright, manure and biomass incoming. And then, let's see, that's that, okay. So now we should have this little thing, which means that I need to get iron enriched biomass, and I also need some methane. And I think I can request methane, actually. Let's at least do that for now, and eventually we might want to move the production of the methane over here. And this reminds me that I should probably upgrade this little blueprint with just using the niobium pipes. What's this? Yes, methane, okay. So I will have something like this maybe over here, sort of. And then I need to have iron enriched biomass. Which I just so happen to have here, just for a little proof of concept. And here's my car. Very nice little car, very useful to make all this landfill. And I think it was very nice of me to just not show you when I was running around like a crazy driver and filling in some landfill. Okay, how about we do like this actually? Because then we can see good 2 ingredients, 2 item ingredients and 1 fluid ingredient. And you shall prioritize the right hand side. Then you can come over here. Wait. You don't actually need a moondrop, you just need the moondrop seeds. Interesting. Okay, why not? So how about you go over here and then you go over here and then you just input here like that. And now I would like my methane. I am exporting that, right? I know I'm producing it here. Where does it go? Thank you, autosave, once again. What's this? My god. I would actually like to pick up the things on it. Methane, plenty of methane, plenty of methane. Where does it go? Where does it go? Where does it go? Where it goes, no one knows. Oh, come on. Do I really want to know? Okay, you go just over there. So you are not being exported. And then I have to find this place again and go the other direction, which is over here. And you go there. So you are also not being exported. How great! I guess this kind of calls for the conclusion that we need to make methane somewhere else. And the thing is that we have plenty of options for how to make methane. One of them is actually quite interesting because it makes 50 methane instead of 30 methane, which the other Moondrop variants do. But then again, this one is also interesting because it gives a shit ton of methane for just basically 1 filtration media and 1 drill head. And the pressurized water can just be reconsumed. Although that costs quite a bit of power, of course, and the reason why I'm doing this right now is that I want power. But anyway, methane, fertilizer and moondrop seeds. I kind of like this option. So let's just put up a little fertilizer and moondrop seeds usage. Even though I don't really like having yet another place which uses fertilizer. But the thing is that fertilizer can also be used for other things, namely upgrading moondrops. And guess what? This is gonna be just as slow as the Halesia upgrading. I think these recipes are very, very, very similar. So that's gonna be fun, very fun. And I think I'm gonna need some more moondrop greenhouses. Because originally I hadn't planned for this little methane production. Fertilizer, methane, okay, you can have some moondrop please. Then you can have some more moondrop, just because I'm nice. then it seems like you need some water. Let's see what we can do about that. Have I mentioned how much I love these Nexlit's pipes? They're just so shiny and so beautiful. Okay, fertilizer is what I need next. How are we doing with the fertilizer? That's not fertilizer. That's fertilizer. Well, if we are lucky, we will get a delivery soon. If we are unlucky, we will not get a delivery yet for quite a while. And it seems like maybe I should actually scale this thing up as well. Which would be very useful, because then I can then I can be a bit more sure that it will use better recipes. Okay, you go there, and you go there. Thank you. And you actually will get power and everything. And we have something missing. Fluidized bed reactor. Very well. Oh, come on. Oh, well, robots. It seems like we don't have much fertilizer just yet. Slightly disappointing. Why am I not getting any water? Well, because I connected it to the hydrogen. And I did say something about having a gas vent over here. That's more like it. And then we just need some fertilizer, which I guess I'll just go and have to get myself. Which also means that I can actually place this little thing myself. Damn, this train is so fast. Okay, give me some fertilizer, please. Thank you. And then you make some more fertilizer. Although it seems like you are currently having some issues with this little ammonia thingy, which is not very nice. That means that I should probably check how it is going over here, and then I see that I have plenty of it. Nothing to worry about. It's just that the trains are being slow as usual. Alright, let's go back up. Fertilizer, here you go. This means that I should get some methane, and this reminds me that I do like having these things. Okay, you go over there. Sure, how about we introduce a little pump, because we have built surprisingly few pumps here so far. Thank you, autosave. Yeah, let's just do that. Maybe. Although here we can also have a little pump. And now we are making iron enriched moondrop flour. which should be put into a high pressure furnace. And unfortunately, I don't have any good high pressure furnaces, so I will just have to use some bad ones. How about over there, maybe? Oh, come on. Sure. How about over there? And then you can output here. And input here. And then we hope that this will give more power than it uses. And this also produces ash, which is very, very interesting. And actually surprisingly useful at times. Let's put up a little multi-provider. Where we can just get rid of all the ash without any restrictions. Because we need to make room for the fuel oil, which is the main product here. And then what we need is a powerhouse. And I think I would like to produce this a bit further away. And here I have a powerhouse. But the issue is that I'm going to need, I'm going to need biomass, but I'm also going to need something that burns. And I haven't been importing coal briquettes for a while, so let's import some coal briquettes. That is some coal briquettes. And as it turns out, we actually do have biomass over here. That's very helpful. Rum rum. And then let's see. Yeah, I would very much like to have coal briquettes here on the same belt. I was thinking about if I can somehow make sure that the coal briquettes is what's being used for the burning, but I have realized that that's complicated because biomass also burns. So what I can do is to have the coal briquettes be a bit closer to the machine by being on the left side of the belt, and then I can simply have simply have some coal briquettes prepared, more or less. And I am very impatient today, so I'm gonna go get some coal briquettes. And I do also need to make a combustion turbine thingy, which needs a couple of complex circuit boards, which I don't have, so I think I will basically have to steal one from over here. 200 coal briquettes should be good enough for quite a while. If I know coal briquettes correctly. If there's one thing I definitely don't regret producing, it's those ones. Thank you, combustion turbine. What? Yeah, that's where I want to go. Thank you. Oh, come on. See? Nothing in the way. Nothing in the way whatsoever. What's the problem? Well, one problem here is that these need power. Another problem is that I went to the wrong place. And now, of course, you're getting some combustion. No, some coal. No, no, you're getting manure. And this reminds me, thank you. Moondrop item requester. South item requester even. Moondrop South Fluid Central. And Moondrop South item provider. And there's my... Wait. Is this the delivery or is this... No, this is just the things that I provided. Damn, it looks like a lot. Okay, water. But the thing is that this water needs to kind of go in a little loop. Because I need a cooling tower. Which I have actually started to use an upgraded version of over here. But the thing is that, just like everything else, it does need some complex circuits. And I don't have a lot of that. So here we will be making some combustion fluid. And I think I would like to save this fuel oil and everything else, kind of, in some tanks. Well, not the methane. Methane is good enough anyway. And as we can see, this is looking pretty good, and I think that this one needs some more. It needs even more. Some more moondrops. Thank you. And you may have this. And I think you made this. 40 sources, 40 sources, 40 sources. Alright. And then, let's see. Looks like this one is ready, so let's put it over here. Perfect space for a little pump. And again, all places are perfect for a little pump. And you go over here. And then we do need to get some water into this little pie tank. Where's the water? Here's the water. Oh, come on. Vroom. Vroom. Just waiting for that to be filled up. Actually, you can be filled to the top. It doesn't matter. At least I don't think so. Or maybe not. Or, yeah, okay, why not? Let's see. fuel oil we have over here. Oh, come on. That's exactly what I wanted you to avoid. Take these instead. And there we have plenty of combustion thingy. Combustion turbine. Okay, let's see where we can put that up. Over here maybe. Which gives us some room to put this one up over here. With another pipe, another pump. Yay! And then you just need to be connected to the little electric grid. And then you start producing power. Nice! Output full, right. We need to connect you back to the thingy. How about using a little pump just to indicate which direction the water should go? Not that it probably matters. Luckily it's very cheap to make pumps. And ta-da! Things are looking pretty good. Now there's just one more thing I would like to do. That is to make another Moondrop greenhouse. Soil I have, sort of. Fertilizer I have. Moondrop seeds, Moondrop hydrogen. I have everything. So now I just need to... Well, only thing I don't have is another one of those Moondrop plantations. So I will make another Moondrop plantation. And then I will start producing improved Moondrops. Moondrop. Oh, I can actually make them. Great. I actually kind of think that one is enough for now. Then I can scale it up later on. Because I can kind of bet that the hydrogen is gonna be needed a bit more of. Let's just wait for some robots to deliver stuff. Thank you. And then let's go. I kind of feel like I like this recipe already. Let's see. Moondrop. Ugh. And now we see why you should make a bit more space. So this one uses 100 soil, that's a lot. 10 fertilizer. 10 moondrop seeds. 2 moondrop. Okay, maybe since you need to have so much stuff, how about we actually build you over here? As you need a lot of soil. And transporting soil on a belt is not very effective. And then you do need a couple of moondrops, which I just found. And then I can't control click to insert them, because you also take moondrops as a recipe, as an input. Okay, let's see. I can maybe... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. How much? Yeah, exactly. Need to have a little limit over there. We need to have 2 limits, kind of. And you also definitely need to have a limit. Well, not here actually, but from this direction. You should only input here if we have less than 100 maybe moondrops. Oh, I see moondrops, thank you. And then the issue is that we are also going to need to somehow transport them here. And this is suddenly gonna become a mess. That's what happens when you don't think enough about stuff. You can actually start going to the right, and then we can start putting some things over here later. And then it just so happens that you also need moondrop seeds and fertilizer. And moondrop seeds we kind of do have here. Let's see. Ta-da! And then you need fertilizer. And fertilizer can come from over here somewhere. Not exactly sure how, but spaghetti is strong in this one. Either way, the main goal here is that you reach your destination. And then you just need some hydrogen. Which I have not yet saved in a little pie tank over here. Let's do that. Oops. This looks nicer, doesn't it? Whoops. Why do I always mind these robots? And then you just need some moondrops. So here you go, get started. And then we need to put you somewhere. You can go into a chest, and then into a buffer chest. And then you can try and insert it back into here, which will be working for the moondrops that you get back, but not the improved moondrops. And unfortunately, there's just no other way to grow moondrops. But there is other ways to grow tupra. Because as soon as you have just a single tupra, you can use this recipe to multiply it. And I think this is something that I'm going to do very soon, because as you can see here, the Mukmok's food needs tupra. And the tupra over here is just too damn slow. We are using the best possible recipe, which is to make 10 tupras at a time. That is the best possible recipe, right? Well, okay, we could make 11 tupras at a time if we so wanted to. But that's kind of it. The other things need some more research, but there is a better recipe here, which uses blood meal. And then comes the pesticides, and I don't have pesticides yet. I'm researching them, but right now the researching is very stalled. So, with that said, I will probably, until the next episodes, try and scale this improved Moondrop up a bit, start using the improved Moondrops and all that. And then we will just see what happens. Oh, we have used quite a lot here. Interesting. Okay. Until next time, thank you for watching, and see you again in the next episode.